Hey folks, welcome back to Pokemon Yellow. Today we are going to move north to Viridian City and get the game moving in the right direction. Anyway, if you speak to this guy up here, he tells you to visit the Pokemart and he'll give you a free sample of a potion, which is really great because we got a potion from our PC as well. And I'm showing this battle. I'm gonna cut a few battles out here and there to keep the time short because I don't have the expanded time limit yet. But I'm putting this battle in there to show that this route just throws Pidgey at you. And they are perfect training for Pikachu because, you know, Thunder Shock is going to be extremely powerful against a Pidgey. So, we do what we have to. Anyway, you can see by the palette change of color up here that this is Viridian City. One of my friends pointed out to me recently that, and this is something I didn't really consider until now, you'll notice in the coming towns that they will each change color. Well, this is because each town is named after a color. For example, Viridian is a sort of kind of green, and that's why the town is green. Palette Town is, the palette of color is, I believe in art terms, what you kind of base all your colors on, so it's a neutral. And that's why Palette Town is extremely neutral and bland in color. Other towns you'll see, like Cerulean City is a blue, Pewter City is a kind of gray, Cinnabar is a reddish orange of sorts. Oh, I threw this in there too because it's not just Pidgey on this route, it's also Rattata. I think that's how it's pronounced, Rattata? Rattata, I don't know. But anyway, they're here too, and they're, even for a level 2, it doesn't go down with one Thunder Shock like most of the Pidgeys. So, that's one thing you gotta think about. Two great places to pick up team members if you need. I'm not really gonna use either of them. But, we got the parcel in Viridian City, and now we get to come back to Palette Town, talk to Professor Oak, and give him, well, the parcel. Which they never really say what it is. I mean, you give it to him and he's like, it's a custom Pokeball I ordered, but I don't really know what kind of Pokeball it's supposed to be. My guess is it's supposed to be the Master Ball, and, Silphco that produces all the Pokeballs and all the Pokemon items, they might have just, sent him one because he's the top researcher, and they're just like, okay, here you go. But Joel shows up and he's like, what'd you call me here? And Oak's like, oh yeah, I had a favor for both of you, and take this Pokedex. Honestly, the Pokedex is kind of useless in the first gen. It shows you the area, and it tells you the information, and it gives you their cry. But I will probably never be using the Pokedex at all, except for when I catch a new team member and show its bio up on screen. But, yeah, and then, Joel rubs it in our face that he'll get a town map from his sister and we won't. And I think there's some significance behind this if you read the Pokemon Adventures manga or something. We have a crush on his sister, and so he's kind of playing that around. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go over there and talk to her, and she's going to give us a town map anyway. So, we got a town map, which is also going to be completely useless for me because I don't really look at where I am. And so we're just going to move on up back to Viridian City. Sorry the commentary is not going to be quite as interesting in this one. I didn't have to cut any fights out of this section because I actually didn't run into any Pokemon on this route on the way back up. But it's going to get a little more interesting in just a second, because we now have the ability to go buy Pokeballs at the Pokemart. And so I'm going to pick up 5 of them. And we're going to start considering what we want for our team. I mean, I already have everything planned out for this, so I know what's coming. We're also going to buy some potions, because we're going to have an interesting little turn of events coming up here in the next episode. But so, we're going to head out, and we're going to go look for our first team member. Oh no, I'm sorry, one thing I forgot to show off is there's a secret hidden up here. And if you click on this tree, you can find another free potion. So that's 3 free potions you get at the beginning of the game. And that's fantastic. Free potions are extremely helpful. But we're going to head over to the west of Viridian City and walk around in this grassy patch and hopefully find our first team member. And this is not our first team member, but this is a Spearow. They're kind of like the counterpart to Pidgey. Pidgey has a total of 3 in its evolutionary line, and Spearow only gets 2. So it's not really as good, but it gets Mirror Move, I think. Anyway, here is our first team member, a Nidoran, the male variety, and it's not as high of a level as I would like it to be, so I'm going to be extremely careful with Atlas here. Because if I remember, one of the attempts I did on this, it basically killed it, and I was really mad because I couldn't find another one. But I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball at it. It should easily catch because this is early in the game, and I like how it's a purple Pokeball instead of a red one now. But anyway, new data for Nidoran. It's the Poison Pin Pokemon, and its large ears help it to sense danger and do other stuff like that. I kind of clicked through it too fast. And keeping up with the trend, we are going to nickname this Nidoran, and we are going to name him... Wait for it. Wait. We're going to nickname him Dorian. When I originally played through this, I had a Nidoking named Gray, and I had read the Dorian Gray book series. So we had Gray, now we have Dorian. So that basically covers it for this episode. I'm going to go heal up, and I'm going to go get Dorian a few levels. Nothing too major because I don't want him to be completely over-leveled with Pikachu. But, yeah, next episode we're going to go be tackling a surprise little fight that we can do in the in this area. And we'll be heading off to, Viridian Forest, I believe? Yes, we'll be heading off to Viridian Forest and up to Pewter City to get our first badge. So see you guys next time.